welcome back to the Veggie Fam. Even though you guys are Veggie Fam. What's up, Veggie Fam? How's it going? I'm Theveggierose. That's just for you, just for you. I got a comment the other time, the last video I posted, where someone said, I miss when you used to say, I'm Theveggierose. So I'm Theveggierose. You like it? Cool? Alright, cool. So, thank you guys for stopping by. Today we're gonna be making a super delicious dish, and I feel like I say that all the time because I just like to make delicious things, you know what I mean? We have a table, a recipe full of jam-packed flavors for today's recipe. What am I doing with the hands? Too much. But anyways, we're gonna be making, I don't even know what it's called, but it is a Caribbean style dish with like so many banging flavors. Let's get veggie. So let's get started. So the first things first is we have our trusty, dusty, but not rusty pan here. And I'm gonna be adding in vegetable oil. You guys are always like, Rose, that was way more than 2 tablespoons. But you know, approximately, give or take. So we're adding in our chopped onions. And we're gonna allow these to become nice and translucent. In the meantime, we're gonna move over to our blender. We're gonna blend up some more yummies to put in there. So while our onions are becoming nice and translucent over here, you wanna keep moving them around a little bit because you don't want them to burn. I'm using half of one of these like little long green peppers. I'm not exactly sure what these are called, but they're like light green. And they're used to like make sofrito, and I use them to make some hot sauce last night. Let me know, like this video if you guys would like to see a recipe on how to make your own delicious homemade hot sauce. So I am adding half of that pepper in there. I got 3 garlic cloves also going in, and about 1/4 of a cup or so of cilantro, maybe a little more of cilantro going in there, and we're gonna blend this up until it's nice and smooth. So it's been like 5 minutes that I'm trying to blend this thing because my blender is not the best. I'm actually gonna pour this right into my onion mixture, or my onions I should say. All in there, get all them goods in there. Ooh, how bright and pretty does that look? Alright, so next I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter into our mixture here. And you're probably wondering, why butter, Rose? Why butter? You don't have to add butter. You can completely skip out on the butter thing, and you wouldn't even have to add like any extra oil or anything like that. The butter in this recipe is simply for a little added flavor. Trust me, the butter is just gonna make it taste a little more rich. Next, once we have that in there, we're also adding in a bit of tomato paste. The full recipe, as usual, will be linked down below. Also, another thing that will be linked down below, you guys, is my newest video for my second channel. I'm so excited because I've been working on content for the second channel. I already have a few videos lined up, and I'm so stoked. There's already videos on there from before when I first started the channel, which are also good, so I haven't taken them down and I don't plan on it. But I'm so excited for you guys to go check it out. The link will be down below. I'll also like link it up here in a card somewhere, so you guys can check it out. It is a what I have in my gym bag, what's in my gym bag video, and yeah, super exciting. So don't forget to check that out and subscribe, of course, because I appreciate all of you guys' love and support. You know. So now that that's in there, I'm gonna be adding 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes, mixing that around. Well, what you're gonna do is add 2 cups of vegetable broth, but I don't have vegetable broth on hand. So what I'm gonna be doing is doing 2 cups of water, and then I'm gonna be replacing like the vegetable brothiness with some better than bouillon. Even when I use vegetable broth, I still add a bit extra better than bouillon. This is the seasoned vegetable base, and it's vegan, and it tastes like kind of like chicken stock, or like those little like chicken bouillons, which are really good. So now we're gonna add our seasoning, and we have some garlic powder, onion powder, adobo, cayenne pepper, Old Bay seasoning, cumin, sazon, and a little bit of sugar. All going in. Flavor Town. It's just Flavor Town just got dumped into the pot. I'm also adding in a little bit of lemon juice and yes, a tiny bit of vinegar. The vinegar is going to bring out all of the flavors so much more, and so is the lemon juice. But the lemon juice is going to give it more flavor, like actually have a tiny bit of that lemon flavor, and the vinegar is just going to amp up your flavors. So we're adding in some black ground pepper. You're not going to add any salt into this. This does not need any salt. Of course, if you taste it and you feel like you need a little salt, by all means go ahead and add it, but I wouldn't add any. So this was at a medium-high heat, but I'm cranking it up to more of a high, high heat. And I'm adding in 1 can of artichoke hearts, and these are quartered artichoke hearts. I'm adding that in there, and that's going to be the star of our recipe. And we're going to cover this up and let this cook for approximately about 10 minutes at a simmer. Alright, so it's been about 12 minutes or so. And you want it, this is how you want it to look. You want it to be like a little on the thicker side, and not as watery as it was when it first, when first everything went in. You can taste it at this point, and if you want to add a little more spice, you can go ahead and add a little more cayenne pepper or whatever you like. I'm gonna toss in some more cilantro because that's how we do it. We're gonna put that in there. And I know somebody's bound to say, that's not Caribbean. How is that Caribbean? Listen, Linda, I was born in the Caribbean. I know me some Caribbean flavor, you know what I mean? So, but anyways, I know that's a little fun fact. I bet a lot of you guys didn't know that, did you? Did you? So that's in there, and I already turned off the stove. Oh, of course, artichoke is not a very Caribbean thing, but it would normally have maybe like shrimp or some crab or something in there. We just we're doing it vegan here. So we're gonna cover this up. It's off. I added the cilantro. We're moving on to some plantain chips. Doesn't get more Caribbean than that. You're gonna need a couple plantains. I'm saying for this recipe about 2 to 3, depending on how many plantain chips you want to eat. In my case, a lot. So just cut off the edges. If you've never worked with a plantain before, you just cut off the edges. Then you go through it, not all the way through, but just through the skin of the plantain with a knife. Just be careful with your hands. And then you jimmy the peel a little bit, like to open its little jacket that you just made the zipper to. You open the little zipper with your knife, just to lift up the peel. And then you're gonna go in and start removing the peel like that. A little quick tip to be able to peel it a little easier is you could either do it like under warm or hot-ish water in the sink, or you could just put them in a bowl with warm water, and that'll actually help kind of like loosen it up, and it'll peel a lot easier. But I don't do all that. I just do it just like that. And what you're gonna do is slice, like, what do you call that? On the bias, oblong, sideways, really thin slices of these of this plantain to make plantain chips. Plantain chips are usually a little bit thicker than regular potato chips. So a little trick that I like to use to see if the oil's ready, I either like to put a chopstick in the oil, or I'll put like a wooden spatula, and if it bubbles around your spatula or the chopstick, then it's ready to go. You're ready to fry up some stuff. So we're gonna just add in our plantain chips, and I'm doing them almost like pretty much one by one, just because I don't want them to stick. Just be careful. Now we're gonna fry these for about 1 to 2 minutes. You're gonna notice that they're gonna start changing in color. Instead of looking pink the way they look here, they're gonna start getting like a nice golden brown color. And then you're gonna remove them, place them into a paper towel lined bowl, plate. So I like to see a little tiny bit of like browning around the edge, just a tiny bit. You're gonna see like the slightest amount of browning, and that's when I know it's time to take them out, because you leave them in for too long and then they're really just gonna get too crispy, and then they'll be too hard. I'm gonna finish cooking these guys up and I'll come back, because you want to space these apart. So I did 1 plantain in 2 batches for this pan, because if you put too many in one pan, they'll just start sticking together and there's no getting them apart. So my plantain is done cooking. I'm gonna do more off the scenes, you know, but for now we got 1 plantain already cooked up, and I removed the little paper towel that I had on there, and I'm gonna be adding in just a little bit of lime juice. A little bit of lime juice. Oh, we're losing a few. Alright, so a little bit of lime juice in there. Oh, that was not the bowl at all. A little bit of lime juice just to give it a little bit of a, you know, a little extra something something. We're gonna add in a little bit of garlic powder. Flippity flip. Ah! You thought I was gonna drop it, didn't you? You thought I was gonna drop it. And then a little pinch of salt. And our plantain chips are done. Let me give it a try. So good. Okay, you hear that crunch? That's why you want your heat to be at a high heat, and you want your oil to be hot, and you want the really thin slices. Next, we're gonna plate this bad boy. We're gonna put this in there. You see how the the cilantro kind of like wilted a little bit. That's what you want. And then you're gonna surround our delicious artichoke with our delicious plantain chips. And there you have it. So good. It's ready to go, just like this. I'm going in. No spoon needed, whatever. Even though I know the filling stuff is super hot, but we're going in. You guys, I don't even know, first off, what to call this other than delicious Caribbean dish. It is so amazingly good. If you like big, bold, delicious flavors, you're gonna love this. Make this for yourself. Make this for your family. Make it for a potluck with some plantain chips on the side. Boy, they're gonna be like, you made this? And it's vegan? You're gonna be like, yep, I did. And yes, it is. So, let me know what you guys think if you make this recipe or any other recipe on the channel. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram using the hashtag Veggie Fam. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to check out the video on my second channel. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go tear into this, so bye. Love you, bye.